Hello folks and welcome into your Day 6 daily recap of the Race to World First. My name is Kexman and today features boss kills and streams going dark, so make sure you follow to never miss out on any of the action. Before we get into what happened, let's take a look at the leaderboard from the fantastic folks at Raider.io. Be sure to head to raider.io/RWF to catch up live. This leaderboard is correct as of 5:30 PM BST, and in first place we have Ekko, in second place we have Method, in third Liquid, who have gone dark on their stream so we don't currently know their best attempt, in fourth we have Hot Pot Hero, in fifth Instant Dollars, in sixth Zbox, in seventh we have End Myth, in 8th, we have Fat Shark Yes, and in a slight change to this leaderboard, we do have JTH in at 9th, and in 10th, we have Banhammer. Heading into the third day of progression on Nexus-Princess Ky'veza, the feeling was we would see a kill very soon. With the top 3 guilds all within 5% of each other, it was inevitable that a world first kill was imminent. Ekko made the choice to end their raid day early, a decision we have seen before at this point in the week, as the Raiders changed their sleep schedule to better suit the very early raid day on Wednesday's EU reset. Method made the choice to carry on and managed a new best of 5.45% before heading to bed, knowing that Liquid would more than likely claim the world first kill. Liquid knew they had a whole raid day ahead of them, so they wasted little time in getting pulls in on the Princess and quickly found themselves in the groove. They were seeing consistent pulls in the low percentages, with some agonizingly low wipes, a 2% wipe being followed very closely with a 0.63% wipe. Knowing the end was in sight, the team stayed focused, and finally, on pull 304, the promised land was reached. The excitement that ran through the Liquid camp was palpable, which is almost unheard of in regards to a boss at this point in the raid. There is one that comes to mind, but the sooner we forget about the giant murder crab, the better. Excitement over the Ky'veza world first kill quickly turned to anticipation as the Silken Court was waiting, and with beta testing of this boss showing just how incredibly tough this encounter was going to be. With a shared health pool of over 13 billion, it was obvious that we were in for another marathon encounter. Liquid pulled a few times to check how these bosses played out, and discovered they could actually keep the encounter going with only 10 players, due to the Mythic mechanic of marks. Half of the raid will be marked red, the other half blue, and they need to soak orbs of the opposite colour before they explode. However, if you have red orbs exploding, then the red marks will not take damage. This enables 10 players to effectively ignore the Mythic mechanics, and whilst it won't net you a kill due to the lack of damage, you can survive a very long time and see timers as well as any extra overlaps. With a few pulls under their belt, Liquid decided to go dark on their stream and avoid giving any other guilds information. The sun rose in the EU, and with it, Ekko and Method also rose, knowing that Nexus Princess needed to die as early as possible. World Second was in reaching distance for both the guilds, and it was Ekko that managed to reach out and grasp it first on pull 256. Method meanwhile realised they couldn't fall behind any further, so they galvanised themselves and were soon in kill territory with some super close attempts, including a painful 0.7% wipe. Eventually, their perseverance paid off with a world third kill on pull 238 not long after Ekko's. This meant that both teams were heading to Silken Court with very little information from Liquid, and we saw them both also realising that they could see timers with only 10 players. Eventually, both guilds were able to get movement down for P1, but the boss remained at a high level of difficulty, with both guilds seeing the first intermission, but struggling to continue past that. The next few hours will be very interesting to see how far they progress before Liquid wake up. Elsewhere in the race, we saw many guilds continuing to work on Nexus-Princess. As of this recording, we can see that the Chinese guild Hot Pot Hero are getting very close with a current best of 3%, which would give us a 4-horse race at the top. Instant Dollars are leading the charge for NA guilds at the moment with a best of 33.75%, with every other guild currently all around the 47% mark. It will be interesting to see if Overnax survives into the reset for these guilds, and just how quickly the boss will fall once we see that large influx of eye level. Day 6 gave us 3 huge kills for Liquid, Ekko and Method on Nexus-Princess Ky'veza, before heading to what is considered the harder boss in Silken Court. It certainly kept the excitement going for us viewers, and with the reset on the horizon, how much will this pre-reset progress mean for these guilds? Will we see any other guilds stepping up into the Silken Court alongside the big 3? Only time will tell, so be sure to be here at 6 PM BST tomorrow to not miss out on your RWF Daily Recap.